Do you like my t-shirt? It's kind of scary. Mental health, huh? Think about it. We all have it. We all have it. You can't walk down the street these days without meeting someone who has anxiety or ADHD, depression, BPD. Sometimes it's letters. Sometimes it's just full words. I used to struggle a lot with my mental health. That's a lie. I still deeply struggle with my mental health. But for the sake of the joke, I used to struggle a lot with my mental health. I was a very anxious child. And I think back now and I'm like, why was I so worried? I feel like when you're an adult, there's like legitimate reasons to be anxious and scared, like work or being alive in general, and holding in farts in public. That's a big one. But I think back and I'm like, what was I so scared of at 8 years old? You know, my family dying in very dark, specific ways. Yes, always. I think a big reason why I was so anxious as a child is because of my use of the internet. I was like really addicted to the World Wide Web. Specifically, Tumblr was my favorite. Yeah, right, some Tumblr fans. For anyone who doesn't know what Tumblr is, it's like a social media platform where you can share like photos or blog posts or like detailed digital drawings of like Sherlock Holmes and John Watson like rimming each other, you know? I really think I morphed into the woman that I am today because of my time on the internet, and I mean that in the worst way possible. I got some really niche interests because of the internet. So, for example, I used to run a wildly unsuccessful Downton Abbey blog. I really developed my sexuality. An example of that is the image I just described. I also really found my political sensibilities, and by that I mean I used to just like verbally abuse my family about social justice issues that they just like didn't care about at all. Because I was such an online child, I never really got in trouble. I never was like a bad kid, you know, except one time my dad did get a wooden spoon and he hit me on the bum. And when I think back now, my first thought is vintage. And my second thought is, I too would lightly beat my child if they constantly berated me about what I personally was doing to stop the African dictator Coney. If you're ever trying to have a baby, don't tell me. Because I will immediately just picture you getting raw dogged. Speaking of raw dogging, I've had sex. Thank you. I lost my virginity relatively late in life, which I think is surprising considering what a class A piece of ass I am. Thank you for laughing. I lost my virginity. Saying lost your virginity is such a crazy turn of phrase, isn't it? Because I didn't lose anything. I know exactly where that went. And where mine went was with a young gentleman named Mike. Yeah, short for Michael, I presume. I cannot stress how little I knew this man, you know. We met through a mutual friend. He was on, say it with me, ladies, the ultimate Frisbee team. Yes. I love an athlete. He was on the ultimate Frisbee team, and I was in the drama club, a match made in, I imagine, most people's hell, you know? But we go back to Mike's, we do the do, we make love. No, let's call a spade a spade. He popped it in, moved around a little, called it a day. But when we both finished, although to be crystal clear, neither of us finished per se. So what I should say, when we stopped performing the act, I got out of the bed and I looked at myself in the mirror. My hair was slightly tousled from the friction. And I remember thinking, Alice, you have sex hair. How cosmopolitan. I'll leave you with this, guys. Mike has gone on to publish 2 Sunday Times best-selling novels. No, I'm joking. I never met that man before he entered me, and I've never seen him since. Thank you.